I think that's a very good question. You don't need to learn technically how machine learning, deep learning, and how AI works. But if you understand how AI works, how it uses data to get at its prediction, and how that affects you, that knowledge would certainly help you, because it would help you question what decisions are being made for you, on you, and it would just help you navigate your work and your personal life better. ChatGPT cannot answer everything you ask, but it seems like it can answer everything that you do ask. ChatGPT learns like any other AI from the data and from the network that has trained it. It's actually a prediction method. Think about the story. If I said, once upon a time, what is your natural reaction to say, there was a, right? That's exactly how ChatGPT works. Given the fact that it has been trained on millions and millions of parameters of data, it is trying to predict the next most possible word. So, it will always sound confident, but it may not always be right. But that's how ChatGPT works. Data, algorithm, prediction. It may seem like the ChatGPT understands you better than any of your friends. It actually doesn't understand you at all. It is just listening to you, or rather, you're asking it a question and it seems to be revalidating what you are already asking, also known as confirmation bias. So, also to answer your question about should you discuss your personal issues with ChatGPT, you should avoid discussing really personal issues with ChatGPT, because whatever conversations you have with any of these AI tools doesn't remain on your computer or on your phone. It goes into the company's AI training model. Actually, AI has not just been around since the 1950s. It's always been there around, even the last decade, as an invisible AI, where it was in our email filters, where it was in our Google Maps, in our voice assistants, but we didn't realize it existed. What really changed was in 2022, when ChatGPT was opened up to us on, I think, November 22nd, and people were able to have conversations in English, without even having to explain what they meant. So I think what really changed was the advent of ChatGPT, which happened because of a couple of reasons. A, now we had better computing power, we had far more sophisticated architectural technologies, we had more data accessible to us. Given a mix of all of this, researchers were able to work on chatbots and make it more sophisticated, and which is now what we see as conversational AI, or the LLMs that we'll be speaking about in this course. I think going forward, everyone needs to be AI literate. Everyone needs to learn how to use the practical AI tools that help us become a more productive and efficient versions of ourselves. So yes, AI literacy will help you. And you can't just become AI literate today and not keep, changing with the changing technology. Should you be worried about your career? There's no point in worrying. What you should actually spend your time doing is learning.